Hello, my curious souls. I thought to myself, why not start providing you some education from my experience, my research, whenever it comes to entities, just in hopes that it might help someone else along the way too. So, a lot of times I've found in research and in investigations that there is this concept that we only have two kinds of entities out there, either ghosts or demons, and that ghosts are just people who have passed away and they're caught in between. But there is so much more out there, and by only going with those two categories, we are actually really limiting ourselves to the possibilities. You see, there's this whole other category that hasn't been considered whenever it comes to hauntings, and that is called thought forms. Thought forms are not a new concept. They've been around for a long time. But here is the kicker when it comes to this category. They are not created by someone who has passed away or died. They are actually created by you, the living. They are completely human made. And at times they are made for specific purposes and they can be successful. But I always recommend if you're going to dabble into something like this, please heed my advice. Make sure you do your research. You know what you're doing. Find some credible scholars if you're going to go this route. But they are made from intense concentration. There are various forms or types. It's more than just thought forms. There's subtypes of that. And they were commonly used more in Buddhism, intense concentration when it came to meditation or creating almost like a spiritual ally or helper in the spiritual journey there. So a lot of times when we will go into places, there might have been an experience that happened that's labeled as negative. So sometimes by removing the positive or negative label, not saying that there are not negative things that happen during paranormal occurrences or hauntings. That is not the case or what I'm trying to say at all. It's just by kind of stripping that away, we're able to look at the bare bones of what could be happening so it can point us in the direction, because sometimes it's not dark. It's not someone who's passed. It's sometimes the people and not the home. If you're interested in this kind of research, this is actually what we're discussing in season 1 of our new podcast, What's That Haint? We can dive into it together and expand our minds. Go check it out, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts.